many of our clients are unsure of which program to select, so they will start with the intensive outpatient. They'll set up 2 to 3 times a week where I see them in my office or their homes, whichever is more convenient for them. And we'll find out what they've tried in the past to overcome their difficulties, and we'll compare, for example, the 50-minute hour to our sessions and what more we get out of 90 minutes 3 times a week versus 50 minutes once a month. And they can see and chart for their own selves the success that they're making because of the intensity and the time they're committing to the project. Well, anybody that knows anything about education or sports, the more time you put in practicing, the better you get at something. And when you're there with somebody coaching you every day on how to do something and you're having fun at it, the success builds rapidly on other forms of success. And that transpires throughout your whole academic experience, if you will, and it then transforms into a better lifestyle. Now, the intensive side, there have been many people that have come in and gone 2 or 3 days a week for 90 minutes for several months in a row, and then realize that they're doing really good, but they could get better. They could be better at doing something in their life, and they make the self-selection, which we think is always the best way. They themselves decide that adventure-based counseling is the next level of intensity from the outpatient intensive counseling. And for that percentage of people that cross over, what they can expect is get healthier faster. It's simple as that. You put time in to the gym. That's why they call it bodybuilding. Anybody can lose weight and build muscles if you follow a certain program. And we do the same thing in the adventure-based counseling and in the intensive. In some of our intensive cases, because of the proximity of parks in Michigan and different recreational resorts, very often in Michigan, if we're just going to use a outpatient, we'll do that for 3 or 4 weeks and then maybe just do a 3-day weekend at Mackinac Island at the Grand Resort up there, the Grand Hotel. And we'll just do mini experiences. So, it's not one program for all. It can be combined from intensive outpatient to several days a week to 7 days a week, or the all-out adventure-based with either the 24-hour supervision or 15-hour supervision. And so we tailor those programs to meet the client's individual needs and individual expectations, because for each level of learning, there's an expectation that we have on the client and the client has on themselves. And depending upon their skill levels and their learning styles, some of them get through it really quick and others have to practice 2 or 3 times to get it successful. And for those people, it's just a matter of how they set their formats to learn and how intensive the learning experience is as to how fast they can become successful in that learning environment. And our clients who have done these things, very often they'll come back and say, hey, my friend Bob really doesn't have a problem, but he would like to go on a trip with you because he would like to learn this so he can overcome other. And all of a sudden the dialogue is about learning and growth and not about depression and pain. And they're excited once again. And once you get them excited and you put them in an environment that's stimulating, it overcomes all the draconian things that come from depression. The loss of creativity, the loss of problem-solving ability. You're sitting right next to somebody and you're learning how to work a BC or a regulator for scuba diving. And you learn that, it's simple as doing this, and all of a sudden you start to master these little skills, and then down the line you do your first dive in the ocean and you're successful and you're down for 45 minutes at say like 60 feet and you're watching the reef and all the life activity on the reef, and it's ethereal. It's something you've never seen before. You learn about cleaning shrimp and fish and different types of fish that live in here and different sea animals, and all of a sudden your world starts to expand. The colors, the intensity, the sounds, the taste of the ocean, they all transform you into learning about seeing things differently. And if you can see something differently, you can react to it differently. And that's part of the primary lessons to be learned from adventure-based counseling.